Hello, I'm Plumpy from Whatculture.com, joined by Ben from Whatculture.com. Hello! So, have you ever heard of Mark Millar?
Yes.
He's a very, very, very successful comics writer, often referred to as Mark Millar by incorrect Americans.
Nuh-uh.
No, sir.
Not here, not today.
No. He's been responsible for many things which have been made into movies. The Ultimate Avengers has been cited as a big influence on The Avengers.
Yes.
That's where Black Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury came from. His comic, The Ultimate Avengers. Kick-Ass, obviously, big business. Kingsman, sequel coming up soon.
Yes.
So he's written a load of these comics under a single imprint called the Millarverse. Is that the imprint?
That's the Millarverse.
Apparently.
Millarverse.
But yeah, this imprint's called
Millarverse.
Well, this imprint.
Congratulations.
The imprint's called Millarworld.
Millarworld.
And everything in this Millarverse, Millarworld, they are connected. You have to read the comics to find out, apparently. But Netflix,
Yes.
the other big thing that
We like
is
Netflix.
everywhere.
They haven't done bad stuff. Well,
Netflix has acquired Millarworld.
that's exciting news.
Basically, they've hoovered up all the rights to his work, apart from Kick-Ass and Kingsman. Those are separate film properties and have not been included in this acquisition, but several.
20th Century Fox own those too. Does it? Ready? There's the answer.
Informative. But there are several comics which now are up for grabs to be made into one big, gigantic Netflix Millarmatic universe. Superior, which is an excellent comic.
Okay.
About a child suffering from, I want to say, MS. But who can become an amazing superhero thanks to things. Nemesis, which is what Batman would be if he was a prick. Super crooks, which are super crooks stealing things and having fun. Jupiter's Legacy, which I haven't read. Empress, Hark. There's loads of comics.
He's written amazing,
bloody loads.
Brilliant non-DC, non-Marvel comics.
In fact, we've got a statement here from Ted Sarandos.
Here's a photo of him.
Netflix Chief Content Officer. He said, as creator and reinventor of some of the most memorable stories and characters in recent history, ranging from Marvel's The Avengers to Millarworld's Kick-Ass, Kingsman, Wanted, and Reborn franchises, Mark is as close as you can get to a modern-day Stan Lee. That's big praise.
That's big praise.
We can't wait to harness the creative power of Millarworld to Netflix and start a new era in global storytelling. There's going to be loads and loads and loads of Millar series.
Well, they've done really, really good stuff, apart from the Iron Fist, with Marvel, in terms of comic book stuff.
Very, very good, apart from the Iron
Apart
Fist.
from the Iron Fist. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's exciting.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to being introduced to characters I'm not familiar with. Like, any alternate take on the normal... Because a lot of people won't go outside their comfort zone, will they?
No.
They won't leave the DCs and the Marvels. And I'm including that. But shows like Heroes, I think, at least to begin with, demonstrate that if you take that superhero mold and do something different with it, yeah, very good.
I mean, Netflix is very much they're very comfortable with an 18 rating, and most of Mark Millar's stuff is very, very 18 rated. Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
He's got a violent streak.
Has he?
Has old Mr. Millar.
Oh, dear.
And he says, I'm so in love with what Netflix is doing and excited by their plans. Netflix is the future, and Millarworld couldn't have a better home. It's unclear whether or not Wanted is part of this, because Wanted is one of the first things in the Millarworld.
Right.
That's already been made into a film.
Yeah, it has.
An okay film.
Was that the Bending Bullets one?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so.
It's all right.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, it's
it was
okay.
all right. It had the guy in it, didn't it?
Yeah,
McAvoy.
it was fine.
McAvoy?
McAvoy.
Mac the Voy.
Mac the Knife. So that's Millarworld. I'm excited. I think Mark Millar is mostly a good writer whose chief things are really ambitious, over-the-top storytelling, and that's fun. I like that.
Yes, and Netflix have proven that they have chops for this kind of stuff.
Indeed.
So
Apart from the
let's all cross our fingers. That's pretty good. He's getting there. He's going to learn. That was the news. We know it, and now
Millarworld.
Millarworld. Millarworld. Millarworld.